Hello viewers, welcome back to Easy Mathematics. We thank God for another day, a very brighting and a bright new day. Today we want to continue with our basic 9 lessons. The last time we met, we talked about rational and irrational numbers. And we said that rational numbers are numbers that can be written as a common fraction or a vulgar. And the irrational are fractions that cannot be written as that. So we also look at the relationship between the rational and irrational numbers. We said that all rational numbers and irrational numbers are real numbers. And when you come to the rational numbers, you have the integers, the whole numbers, the natural numbers, that is the counting numbers. Okay, good. From one way to the other. Today we want to continue with the basic 9 lesson, but we want to look at representing the factors of a given number or given numbers on a Venn diagram. In basic 8, we were taught factors, how to find the factors of a number. Now here, now that we know how to find the factors of a number, or we can easily find the factors of a number, we in basic 9 are now coming to look at how to represent the factors of a number on a Venn diagram. Venn diagram is not something new if you are in basic 9, because we were taught in basic 8 Venn diagram what they are. But before we can even recall, or before we can do the presentation or representing factors on a Venn diagram, we need to look at certain terms that we use in Venn diagram. Today we'll look at 2 of these terms. Then the next time we meet, we'll look at the other one. So we have union of sets. Union of sets. So union is denoted by the letter U. Okay, U, which is the same as the universal set. Now, what is the union of a set or of sets? The union of 2 sets is putting the element of both sets together. Okay, in simple terms, putting the element of both sets together. So when I'm putting, or when I put the element of both sets together, then what I am getting, or the set that I am getting, becomes a union for the 2 sets. So an example is, if I have the set A as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and B as 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, then A union B, remember we said that the union is denoted by U. So if I say A union B, I can just shorten the union as U. So A union B is putting the element in set A and set B together. So you will notice that we have 1 in set A. In the union we have 1. 2 in set B, in set A, but in the set B we have 2. So we don't repeat numbers that can be seen in both sets. So you just pick 1 or you just write 1. Now we should also know that the arrangement of putting the numbers together should be in an ascending order. That means from the least to the highest. So putting the element of both sets together gives you the union of the sets. It's very simple to understand. Putting the element of both sets together gives me the union of the set. And we say that is what? Union of set. So all we need to know or need to do is to know, okay, know the element of the sets and just put them together in order of what? Arrangement. So that is the what? The union. And the other term is intersection. Intersection. If we say something is intersection, it means the thing is at the other end and can also be seen at the opposite end. So it says that the intersection of 2 sets are the elements found in both sets or are common. In simple terms, elements found in both sets are union. They are intersection. Why are are they intersection? Because they can be seen in the first set, and those same numbers can also be seen in the second set. So therefore, that gives you the what? The intersection. So example, with this same set A and set B, if I want their intersection, I should look for the element or the members of set A that can be seen or found also in set B. Once you can do that, then those elements becomes the intersection of the two sets. So look at A. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B, you have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. So this is the set A. Okay, this is what is in set A, and this is what is in set B. So for union, I'm to put them together and arrange it. So if I want the intersection, what can I see in A and see in B? So I can see 2, I can see 2. I can see 3, I can see 3. I can see 5, I can see 5. So it means 2, 3, and 5 are the intersection of the sets A and B. Good. So once I know that they are the intersection, they are the common ones, then I'm going to write it as what? As A intersection B. And intersection is denoted by the letter N, which is the small n. And these two are very important, especially with the intersection of sets, if we are to represent the factors of a number on a Venn diagram. Good. So this is how the Venn diagram looks like. You have one circle being colliding with the other. Okay. So once they collide or once they meet, it means they are having something in common. So the one they have in common is written at the place where they meet. At the place where they meet. So this is where we record the intersection. Now everything in the rectangle, including that of the circles, gives you the union. Now what are outside the circle but in the rectangle are called complements, which we'll explain more on it in our next lesson. But we should know that the intersection is where the two sets meet. So with the set A and set B, I can represent them on the what? On a Venn diagram. How? By just writing the intersecting or the intersection numbers at the place where the N is, and write the other element for the set A and set B. And therefore, I have represented the information on a Venn diagram. So let's take some examples based on the discussion for today and see how it's done and what we are supposed to do. So it says, find the factors of 12 and 15. Find the factors of 12 and 15. Hence, represent it on a Venn diagram. For we being in year 9 or basic 9, simply means that we know how to find the factors of a number. So if I'm finding the factors of a number, this basic 9 is not where we are coming to learn how to, but we have already been taught how to find the factors of what? Of the number. So here, I'll just have to write factors of 12. We just write the factors of 12, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So these are the factors of 12. We have been able to list the factors of 12. Then factors of 15. So we write factors of 15. We also know the factors of 15. So we just find the factors of 15 because we know that factors are two numbers when multiplied gives you the number. So these numbers, when you multiply them, you notice that they will give you the what? The factor number you want. So 15 2, we have 1, we have 3, we have 5, and we have 15. So now after finding the factors of this, they are saying that represent it on a Venn diagram. But note that on the Venn diagram, we said once we are represented on a Venn diagram, two circles will be colliding or meeting, whereby they will form an intersection. So because I want to represent this on a Venn diagram, then I have to know the intersection of these factors, which is 12 and 15. So what will be the intersection? Intersection of 9 and 12, of the factors of 12 and 15. What is intersection? The intersection of two sets are the elements found in both sets. So if I want the intersection of the factors of 12 and 15, then ask yourself, what are the elements in the 12? And that same element can be seen in what? In 15. So let's try to circle them. We have 1, 1. We have 3, 3. And is there any other number? There is no other number. So since there are no other numbers, then it means that the intersection of the factors of 12 and 15 are 1 and 3. So now that we know the intersection, now we can represent it on the Venn diagram. And how does the Venn diagram look like? Draw a rectangle. Draw a rectangle. Then you draw two circles, one overlapping the other. Something like this. Good. So we have factors of 12 and we have factors of 15. So we can write this as 12, then we can write this as what? As 15. Now once you draw your Venn diagram, know that where the circles are meeting is your intersection. So where they are meeting, the numbers that you have at the intersection column, write it down as 1, 3. So these are the numbers at the intersection, which means that if I should claim this circle, this portion of the circle, 1 and 3 belongs to the 12. The same thing happens to the fact that if I should also claim this portion of the circle, it means 1 and 3 is also found in 15. So therefore, that gives me the what? The intersection of 12 and 15. Once we are able to locate the intersection, we've solved the problem. Now we have to get the element for 12 so that we complete it. 12 is only not 1, 3, but you have 2, you have 4, you have 6, you have 12, you have 12. So we have to enter all at this column, which is 2, 4, 6, 12. Then we also do same for 15. 1 and 3 has already been written, which is the intersection. Then we have 5 and 15. So with this, we have been able to represent the information on a Venn diagram. Now, what do we say in union is? We said the union is when the elements are being put together. So when we put all the elements in the rectangle, excluding these numbers, all the numbers, when we put them together, whatever we are going to get becomes the union of the factors of 12 and 15. But we are not looking at that. We are concentrating on what? How to represent the factors of a number on a Venn diagram. The most important thing is to know how to draw the diagram, know the intersection, then you fill in the circles with the numbers. Then we say that you are finding the factors of the number. Let's look at the last example for that. Very simple. Yes, of course we can see very simple. Our teachers have gone through with that, but with this you notice that we are going and giving you the easiest way, because easy mathematics, we just make it easy for you. Find the factors of, so you have 20 and 32. Represent the information on a Venn diagram. Or in some persons will say illustrate the information on the Venn diagram, which are the same. So here, I is saying that I should find the factors of 20 and 12. I know how to find the factors of 20 and 12. So quickly, I can say that factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. These are the factors of 20. Then I go for 32. Factors of 32. I have 1, I have 2, I have 3 is not a factor of 32 because there is no number times 3 that will give you 32. So we go to 4, there is no number. We go to 5, there is no number. We go to 6, there is no number. We go to 7, there is no number. We go to 8, then we have 32. Factors of 32, let's confirm. So we have 3, no number. 4, 1, 4, 4, 2, 8, 4, 3, 12, 4, 4, 16, 4, 5, 20, 4, 6, 24, 4, 7, 28, 4, 9. So that means 4 is a factor. 4 and 9. 4 and 9. 4 and 9. Then 8, 16, 32. Then finally 32. Good. We nearly made a mistake here. So these are the factors of what? Of 32. Two numbers when multiplied gives you 32. 8 is not a factor of 32 because there is no number times 8. 8, 8. Oh, let's see. 8, 8 is 64. No, 8 is not a factor. Good. 8 is not a factor. 8 is not a factor. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, then you have 9. So these are the factors of what? Of 32. 8 is not a factor of 32. Let's get that correct. Good. So now that we have the factors of the number, remember factors are numbers that when you multiply, you are going to get what? The number. So once our multiplication is strong, then we can get the factors of the number. Yes. Let's go. So this and this is 32. 2 times 16 is 32. 3, there is no number. 4, 9. 4, 9. No. Wow. This is getting me confused. So let's go 4, 1, 4, 4, 2, 8, 4, 3, 12, 4, 4, 16, 4, 5, 20, 4, 6, 24, 4, 7, 28. So 4, 8, 32. Wow. 4 times 8 is 32. And I wrote 9 because 4, 9 is 36. So I nearly made a mistake here. Wow. So that should tell you that if we are unable to calculate it well, we are going to get it wrong. So 4, 8 is 32 and not 4, 9. Because 4, 9 rather is 36. Good. We thank God we have been able to rectify and understand the mistake that we've committed. Good. So these become the factors of what? Of 32. Then we have 16. 16 before 32. 16 before 32. Good. So these are the factors of 32. Now that we know the factors, now that we've listed the correct factors of 32, then we have to get the intersection of the numbers. The intersection of the numbers. So we have the intersection of the numbers. That means what can be seen in 20 and can also be seen in 32. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 4. So these are the numbers. So that gives you the intersection as 1, 2, and 4. So we can represent this on a Venn diagram. With a little space here, we have 2 circles. Let's use a marker that can be visible. So we have 2 circles, one colliding the other or meeting. Good. So since we have the intersection, we just write it here 1, 2, 4. Then now that you come for 20, you can write a 20 here, you write a 32 here. 1, 2, 4. We've already written it. So we are left with 5, 10, 20. Then we've also written 1, 2, 4. So we are left with 8, 16, 32. So we have represented the information on a Venn diagram. Let's take good note of the factors of the numbers, of any number. It can easily confuse us if our multiplication tries to shake along the way. Good. For basic 9, we should know the multiplication table and that of factors of any given number. For basic 8, they are now learning how to find the factors of number, which of course in basic 6 we were taught how to find that. So we've been able to represent it on a Venn diagram, and that is what is asked or has been asked from us. Good. Now, based on the union and intersection, when it comes to rational numbers, we can look at the relationship on about that also and how to represent them on a Venn diagram, including just like that of the what? The factors of the number. So here says that if A is equal to natural numbers less than 12. Now we are done with the representation of factors on a Venn diagram. Now we are looking at the relationship that exists in terms of union and intersection of rational numbers. So here says that if A is equal to natural numbers less than 12, okay, natural numbers less than 12, meaning here we should know what natural numbers are, here we should know what odd numbers are, which was taught in basic 8. Natural numbers are numbers that start from 1 to infinity, and odd numbers are numbers that are not or cannot be divided by 2. Good. So per what the question is saying, we just deliver, we are good to go. So it says, find the members of A and B. What is A? Natural numbers less than 12. Less than 12, meaning 12 shouldn't appear. And odd numbers between 0 and 14. For a question like this, we have some solutions based on them in our previous videos. We can just visit and look at it there. So if I want the set of A, natural numbers less than 12. So starting from 1 to 11. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we are done. Then we go to B, because it says that find the members of A and B, or in other terms, list the members of A and B. So we have 1 to 11 because it is less than 12. Then we have the B. The B is saying that odd numbers between 0 and 14. Between. When we say between, it means if I count from 1 to 14, all the numbers between 0 to 14, that are odd numbers. So starting from 1, because 1 is an odd number. Good. So we have 1. The next odd number is 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13, because it's less than 14. So I'll end here. You should take good note of that. Now, when the question is given based on a condition, we should know that it is given based on a certain condition. So it says that it is less than 12. Then don't list above 12. It says that it is between 0 and 14. So let the number be between a given range. Then you list them, and we are good to go. Then the next one says that we should list the members of A intersection B. We already know what the intersection is. They are the elements that can be seen in A or can be found in A, and at the same time they can be found in B. So what are the elements? We can see 1, we can see 3, we can see 5, we can see 7, we can also see 11. So with the A intersection B, we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 11. That's it. So all the elements that you can see or you can find in A and also in B, that gives you the what? The intersection of the what? Of the elements. Now what is the next one saying? The next one is saying that find the members of A union B. A union B. First of all, we should know what the union is. It is when we combine the elements together. It's when we put the members together in order of arranging, not addition, but we put them what? Together. So we have 1, 2, 3, which is here. We have 4. We have 5, 6. We have 7. We have 8. We have 9. We have 10, 11, and we have 13. And that gives us the what? The union. Putting the A and B together. Then the last one, illustrate it on a Venn diagram. Now that we already know the intersection, then we don't have to find any intersection again. So what we need to do is to draw our Venn diagram nicely. Then we have this as A union B, because per what we have here, we said everything in the circle and the rectangle is the union. Everything there is the union. So we position the union here, telling us that everything here is the same thing here. Now, intersection. What did we say they are in the middle? We said 1 is there, 3 is there, 5 is there, 7 is there, 11 is also there. Now, if you come and we say this is set A, this is set B. Set A, if we should clean this, you will notice that it is having all 8 elements except for 13. So the 13 should be here. Then when you come to the set A is having 1, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Except for the ones that is not there, which are 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. Okay, wow, we made a mistake. There's an omission here. There should be 9, because 9 is an odd number. So it means the intersection here too, there is an omission. 9. Wow. So here we made a mistake here. So 9 is what? Is also found in the intersection. Let's take good note of that. And this gives us 10. Wow. Just like today we are making a lot of mistakes. Oh God. God will see us through. So once we are able to know that that's the prime number, okay? After 7 we go to 9 before 11. I'm deeply sorry. Very sorry. But it's good we have been able to rectify the mistake. Good. So that means if the 9 has been appeared or is appearing in the intersection, then there shouldn't be 9 in the. Okay, for the universal set, there should be 9. There should be 9. Intersection, there should be 9. Wow. Please, we thank you. I think we are good to go now. We'll meet again next week for Basic 9. We'll look at questions based on this one once again. But for the factors of a number and how to represent it on a Venn diagram, we are good to go. Thank you very much for staying tuned. The name is Easy Mathematics. Please support Easy Mathematics, share, subscribe. You can also sponsor the program. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.